Hello everyone, this is Flammy. Welcome back to another Let's Play episode. So today we're here for Season 4, Episode 24. So it's been a while since I recorded a Let's Play episode. I had midterms this last week, and I also got my iPad up and running with my high-level account, so I produced a bunch of videos for that, because some of you had definitely been missing those, and I had been missing recording on Derp as well. So we're back here on Derpy though today, and giving you an update, and we'll try to get some things done. So you might notice right off the bat that this is not recorded on my iPad. This is not 720p, and I am sorry about that. I have been having trouble getting my account to switch over onto my iPad, so yeah, a little frustrating right there. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with it. One possibility is just to continue on my Derp account only. They are basically the same level now, where Derpy here is high Town Hall 7, almost ready to go on Town Hall 8, and Derp is clearly Town Hall 8, getting up there, probably not as close as this one is to Town Hall 9, though. Anyways, let's talk about what is new. So, just before now, I was absolutely maxed out on Elixir, so I started this Lightning Spell level 4 upgrade. It cost $1 million, I queued up some stuff, and I did one quick attack, just so I could have enough Elixir to start that, and then have enough to start training an army right afterwards. So we're finishing up this army, just waiting for the healer to finish up. I bumped it up to 16 giants, so we're a bit less on the infantry, although I do need 2 more wall breakers, which I somehow forgot about. These won't make it into our army for this time, but we'll have them for next time. So, 1 minute, and a minute, is that 1 minute? Yeah, it's 1 minute until we are ready to go, and then we can go on the attack. What are we looking for? Well, as you can tell from our gold count, we have just about 1 million gold, which is almost enough for our next Tesla. Speaking of Teslas, I do have one that's completed. I started this just after my last episode, I believe, so it's fully finished up. I've not put in my defenses, so why don't we do that now? So I've been thinking about this, and I think I've decided where I'm going to put it. So, if I move this wall out here, and this wall out here, then I'll move the level 7 wall to the corner still, and then move this here. And then we can move this back. Then we've got a little 2x2 area, which looks like it might fit perfectly right there. Alright, so the benefit of this is it still maintains the integrity of this spring trap by forcing units to walk on it if they want to get over to here. But at the same time, it also allows us to have the Tesla within the walls. Tesla is pretty good with the damage per second. I'll pull its stats up right here. So 34 damage per second. It actually fires very fast. It's also good against killing infantry because it switches targets. See, it's not quite as high as this cannon, which is at 48 versus 38, but at the same time, its fast rate of fire makes it good for infantry. Oh, hello, screen reset glitch. I've not seen you in a while. Yeah, that's a fairly... No, I wouldn't say common, but not infrequent glitch. I see it probably once every few weeks, but haven't seen it while recording for a while. Okay, so army is complete. Let me queue up some extra guys that will start completing once we go on the offensive. 20 archers. I was up to 16 giants, so I guess I'll stay there and see how that works out for us. And of course the other healer has already started, so let's go. Shield is down because I mentioned I did the short attack earlier just to try to get a bit more elixir. I didn't record that. It wasn't very impressive anyways. It was an interesting combination. The base I attacked was an interesting combination between like a farming base with like double walls, but then it also saved some walls for defenses outside. So that was interesting indeed. Okay then, so like I said, looking for gold, but we only need a teeny bit before we can start the Tesla. So I guess if we can find a whole lot, we can dump it into other things, such as walls, and if we get well, not immediately, but also other gold projects involve upgrading my elixir storage, which we definitely need to do at some point. And beyond that, I feel like there's something else I'm not remembering. Yeah, I don't really have that many more uses for elixir, though, which is going to be a problem. One thing I can do is start my dark elixir storage. While it'd be possible to steal 10,000 to start my Barbarian King, it would take a long time, so I'd rather just get up to Town Hall 8 and get my drill going. If you wanted to do that while at Town Hall 7, you'd first need to create the Dark Elixir storage, and then you would need to be fairly high in the trophy count. I would suggest being above 1,300 currently, somewhere between 1,300 and 1,500, and then you'll be taking on a lot of Town Hall 8 and 9 bases to try to get to Dark Elixir. It's possible. You would have to take out, the maximum Dark Elixir you can steal in one raid is about 500. Sometimes you'll get lucky and get a little bit over 1,000. But the amount you can steal from the storages is different than the normal resource counts, so yes. Alright, looking for better gold here. Let's talk about some of these bases. We're seeing a lot of Town Hall 8s here. I feel like I'm a little high in the trophy count. Maybe because of that. I don't know what range my other Derp account is at, but I was finding lots of Town Hall 7s, which was nice for that base. I'd like to find 80,000 or more. Well, I'd really like to find 100,000 or more, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. I'm playing right in the middle of the day right now, which generally is not the best time to play. Let's see. When we do level up, see how it's on the next button? It costs 380 gold to search for a next match. That will increase when we go up to Town Hall 8, up to 540 or so. Something right around 500, just above. So, not really looking forward to that. It makes it more expensive every time you search, which is sort of frustrating. But for now, I think we're doing pretty good. One possibility I'm thinking of is before I upgrade to Town Hall 8, or maybe as I'm doing it, because it is a rather long upgrade, I'm thinking about maybe I could drop down in the trophy count and go do some actual farming. So a little while back, a couple months back, going back even farther, farming was nerfed. There used to be a farming community down at 0 trophies, and then they removed it by adjusting how farming works and trophy counts work. And then in a later update, they sort of brought it back. So there's now, once again, a small farming community down at 200-ish trophies. However, it's very competitive. It's not just free gold. Basically, whenever you log off, you will get attacked. And if you have resources, they will steal all of your resources and then quit, probably without giving you a shield. And then the next person will probably do the same thing over and over again. Sort of sucks. So it's very competitive down there. However, it is possible to get gold at a faster rate than you might otherwise be able to. So maybe I'm thinking about trying that out, just to buy some wall upgrades and stuff. Could be interesting. 70,000. I mean, we haven't been finding very good amounts, so I'm sort of tempted just to go for this. Yeah, let's do it. Whatever. 70,000 gold, it's fine. Okay, so interesting, there's this cannon over here on the right. That's not very helpful to us because it would distract giants, so I'm going to have to take that out with infantry. Probably should check for Clan Castle troops before my guys get over there. But I'm going to start with just coming in here. Send the wall breakers in. Check for Clan Castle. Nope. As you see, the air defense just went down. So we shall bring in the healer. Fortunately, it's going for the giants. That's good news. I'd prefer them to walk around towards the left, towards the archer tower. Because there might be some traps over by the wizard tower, which would not be as good. But they're going back again. Okay, so now we need to decide how we're going to handle dealing with this other air defense. And the thing is, I could probably just ignore it. Like, I've got enough giants here, and they're full health, so yeah, let's just ignore it, actually. Normally you would want to take it out before it takes out your healer, but in this case, when it takes out my healer, my giants are going to have plenty of health, so I'm not really worried about them surviving to kill all of the defenses. So, healer goes down. Let's see how many of these giants actually die. The one thing you want to be aware of is splash damage, but the thing is, this wizard tower and this mortar are not high level, so they're not going to do lots of damage to the whole mass of giants, so that's good news. Let's bring in some other goblins over here to start collecting resources, just 10 of them for now. These archers are slowly working their way around here as well. Yeah, let's bring in some other archers as well to get the stuff that's behind the walls. Okay, that looks good for now. So, giants are finishing up the wizard tower that's inside, and there's one cannon out on the left. They shall work their way out there. Should we help them out? Yeah, let's help them out. Let's see, if there's stuff in the corners, I'm going to have to deploy to help take it out. As long as we get most of the gold, though, I'm going to be pretty happy. This should be in the gold storages, which the archers and goblins should break into soon. So all the goblins just finished up that gold storage, and the other gold storage is dead to the archers now. We've got all the resources because we've collected all the resource buildings, but I'll just let this run out to get the trophies. Gave him a shield. Hope you enjoy that. Sorry for stealing everything. They are Town Hall 7, moving up to 8. Their defenses, though, were not particularly high. They are sort of rushing through the defenses. They're looking forward to getting new defenses and new walls and stuff, but my strategy is always max out what you already have. No need to get more, because it's just going to be weak and spread out more. I'd rather have few things that are strong than many things which are weak. Quality over quantity is definitely the way I'm going. Let's see, though. In the meantime, I do have an achievement to collect. I'll just collect these things here, and then we can start our construction. We do have 2 workers, so I don't mind starting it right away. No downside to that at all. Let's see. Shop, defenses, Tesla. Slide, please. I need to replace some traps, it looks like. We can get that in a minute, though. Let's put it right there. No, I'm going to put it somewhere else. We'll put it right there to sort of distract, to draw in giants and distract them within range of many defenses and mortars and stuff. Alright then, so, achievements, let's collect that. So this achievement that I got this while attacking. You'll probably see some of the attacks when I go and do another question and answer video, which I've been meaning to do. But I got Mortar Mauler, which is one of the new achievements from the last update, that was the update where they added level 6 units. So we can collect that. 5 gems, not very much, but certainly is some. We're slowly getting up to 1,000 for our 4th worker. It's going to be a while, though. Alright then, so what is next up? We've got 1 free worker, but we don't have enough resources to really do anything. Sad. What upgrades do we have yet to do, though? So I did mention this this elixir storage, which is going to cost $500,000. There's also this archer tower at $500,000. Yes, at 720,000. And that is actually it. The only other things I could possibly do are the air defenses, and I'm alright leaving them for now. Yeah, level 4 is pretty darn good. The amount of time it would take to get up to level 5 is sort of wasteful for the amount of benefit it actually provides. So that means very soon we are going to start collecting gold to get up to 2 million to start this Town Hall 8 upgrade. So we've been here for a while. We've maxed out pretty much everything. So Season 4 is soon to be coming to a close. We'll have a couple more episodes as I work on getting up to that 2 million count over the next, it'll probably take me a week or so worth of videos. But that shall be happening soon. Before I wrap up this episode, let's go queue up my army, and then I can check out a recent attack in my base. I'll skip this queuing up part, though, so you don't have to sit through it. So I'll see you guys back in a minute for a recent attack on my base. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. So, here are some recent attacks on my base. I haven't shown any of these on video for a long time, because I haven't recorded any videos for a long time, so I'll give a quick overview of the sort of attacks that we've seen lately. So, up here at the top we got 2 higher level attacks, who are being more aggressive and trying to get into the center. They got some resources, not a ton, which is good. So maybe we'll look at one of those. We'll probably come back and look at one of those. Down here we've got a whole lot of other things that have gone on. So level 3 archers who are just taking out the town hall, 180 archers plus a lightning spell. Maybe we'll watch that. That might be amusing. Down here we got some more people just taking out the town hall. Another heavy attack. This attack looks like it failed pretty heavily. As you can see, these attacks from the timestamp are pretty spread out. So we've seen the ones below this, I believe. So mostly these are giving, well, all of these are giving me shields. Maybe 1 or 2 isn't, but on the whole, they're doing a pretty good job. Here's one that's interesting. So this guy's revenging me, and he uses 180 archers, level 4 it looks like, plus a lightning spell. He loses. He gives us 3 trophies. It shows he was at a very low trophy count at that time. Let's load this up and see how he thinks 180 archers might deal against all of these mortars and wizards. The thing is, the splash damage is very centralized in my base, so it's not actually going to hit him until he gets into the center. As you can see, the Tesla was completed and in its position right there for this attack. A bunch of archers, though, just spread out. Only a few defenses are firing. Only 1 archer tower and 1 cannon. Now he's coming into range of the other cannon and the mortars, but before that, he was very limited. Mortars are hitting some good hits up top, as you can see. The wall is doing a good job of focusing guys down. Interesting. Using a spell, does about a third kills all those mortars. Okay, so his strategy is clearly to spread out slowly to try to compensate for the splash damage. I would say it's not working very well, as you keep seeing mortar hits that are killing 10 to 15, 20 guys at a time. Oh god, 3 mortars that are all firing at once. This is just bad news for him. Yeah, this attack, he didn't even wait for these guys on the bottom here to die. He just knew he had failed pretty hard. Yeah, the real thing there was those mortars just with their one-shots and all of them firing at once. Sure, they've got a slow rate of fire, but when there's 3 of them firing, slightly offset, it just eats your archers alive. Yeah, that was a fast one, so let's go check out another one of these attacks before we, I don't think I'll do another attack at the end of this video, but I think we can wrap it up with reviewing one of these guys' bases. Maybe that one, because he failed pretty hard to attack, and actually, well, we've already seen his base, so because it was revenge, so maybe not. Let's look at this one, though. Right here, we've got 2 lightning spells, a couple giants, but not that many. Bunch of wall breakers, I'm curious how these will be used, and a little bit of everything else. The wizards are going to be probably the most significant part. That, remember, is 48 supply worth of wizards, because they are, their supply is 4 each. So that's actually a lot of wizards right there. They're going to have high damage, and I'm curious how he's going to use them. If he bunches them up, I'd expect their fire might overlap too much, which is a bad thing, because it sort of wastes it. Okay, starting with some barbarians just taking at the town hall. Thank you for that. I love my free shields. But then, as we saw from the units deployed, he's going to come in more heavily. Okay, using wizards there. Interesting choice. A minute and 20 seconds, so I expect he's going to speed up this attack very soon. And a single lonely archer. Okay, giants are coming in. Clan castle's coming out. That's one thing we didn't see on the previous one. Oh, there's a lightning. I basically call down a second one after he realizes there's more. More clan castles. So we still got a good amount of clan castle archers right there shooting over the walls, which should really help with these giants. All the giants are dead now. Yep, here comes the second lightning to deal with the clan castle guys. And he kills them there. I thought it might not kill him for a second. Okay, wall breakers coming in. Interesting, they damaged the innermost wall, but didn't actually kill it. Mortars are firing. Wizards take several mortar hits to kill, but it killed all the archers next to them with 1 hit, so that was good. More giants. So, oh yeah, I guess he only did deploy half his giants before, 6 or so. He had 11 total, so not that many, like I said, using them for distraction. Fortunately for me, the splash damage is killing them pretty effectively. Barbarians are coming in to destroy the wall to break into the center. This is interesting. So I wonder how many goblins he has to deploy. It looked like he only had about 20, which the mortar and the wizard, yeah, dead. Fortunately, the mortar and wizard were able to kill him fast, because otherwise I would have had some trouble. And obviously, goblins just killed it so fast, it doesn't really lend itself very well to protecting your storages when the goblins are already broken in. But fortunately, there was only a few goblins, and the wizard towers were there to smack it down. 1 hit from the wizard, 1 hit from the mortar, cleaned him up. Alright then, so that attack was pretty much the same. Both those attacks were pretty failure-ish. As you can tell, both the resources they got, well, the first one, the archer only, it looked like the resources all were from the lightning spell pretty much. This latter one, it looked like most of the resources were just from picking off the mines and collectors, neither of which is going to be very effective, not breaking into my storages in the center, which clearly had a lot. I think I'll save this last attack for later. Those first 2 attacks, pretty failure though. I don't think I'm going to grade them. Just not very good. Their main problem was, well, I guess their problems were different. So I already talked about how the archers and the mortars on the first attack. The second attack, it was interesting. They did a good job of focusing and coming in from one side, but I think they really didn't estimate how much damage my splash would do. My splash is fully upgraded, and people aren't quite used to going up against that, honestly. So that's why I think the wizards and mortars are pretty underestimated when they come up against my base. Just the giants that they let off with died really fast to the splash, and then the archers and the wizards, while they were grouped up a bit, and while wizards don't die in 1 hit from mortars, they were still grouped up. So, like, you hit one wizard with a mortar and the 10 archers right around him dies, and that's not helping your attack very much. Beyond that, he clearly could have benefited from saving his goblins a little bit, or having a few more. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that attack. I'm not going to grade them, like I said. Let's load up his base, though, and review it as we finish up this episode. Season 4, Episode 24. Alrighty, so, wow, Town Hall 8, so, Town Hall 8 failed on his attack on me. Looks like he just got here, though, from the wooden walls, right on the sides here. Let's see, are there other signs that he's newly Town Hall 8? Defenses? Yeah, so he's been here a little while, like maybe a day. As you can see, he's upgrading defenses still. Alright then. So, how would you attack this guy's Town Hall 8 base? He's got some nicely leveled mortars in the center. Mine are a bit better, though. He's got storages which aren't super centralized. The gold is, but the elixirs are all over here on the left. Beyond that, collectors are pretty low. Mines are pretty low level, so probably not worth raiding it. But, your choice, guys, your choice. Let me know how you would attack this base in the comments section below. Beyond that, guys, let me know what you think about some of the things I was talking about earlier this episode as we started, in terms of the quality, and if I can't get this onto my iPad, should I just continue only on my Derp base, or what? Let me know. Let me know. Beyond that, guys, if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing, and if you're not, why not subscribe? Put out Clash of Clans content every day, and I do appreciate you guys who do subscribe. Beyond that, thank you very much for watching, and to wrap this episode up, have a great day.